It takes a village to raise a child, but today it's been reduced to just probably the parents, right? And
Yeah.
the moral standards and the societal foundations have been basically reduced to just formalities, if you get what I'm saying.
Mm.
And they say the family is like the smallest unit of the society, and moral upbringing should not be taken for granted. This is Outside the Box podcast. I'm Kenzo, and this is awesome, and you are welcome. I know growing up was some people might remember it as being strict or hard in some ways, but I think those were some of the early formations we had when we say can give us this level of morality, if you call it that.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you say some people don't see, like what I'm trying to say is even people when we say they go astray, they go astray with sense, right? But these days you see a lot of kids where they do not really have that same sense of morality,
Yeah.
or should I say responsibility. They have responsibilities but in the wrong way. You get?
Tough.
Because take for example, I think now teachers actually disciplining kids in schools, they don't really, they happen again.
Then the flock begin for school again. No?
You get?
No, parents don't want that. Parents don't want to hear that a teacher tried to discipline a child for being disobedient or cursing in class or fighting, and then you can't flog their pikin
or even punish them.
It's crazy. Back then, it's rare to see a parent come to school to make trouble because say they flog the pikin for school. It used to happen, right? But it was rare, and it was mostly in situations where the kid came back home with maybe bruises or something extreme, and then they come and they will make trouble and they will fight. No, you're not supposed to. You get that kind of thing. But the other side of it was normal for everybody to discipline a child. Like if you did now, you see two children they fight now, they cause no, you don't do that. You need and you do this. It ain't normal. You get, because when the parents come and they say, when they fight, why you not punish them? Why you not correct them? But now you go to see picking they do something bad. You know go fit talk because not be your picking, or when maybe
parents will come harass you, something like that.
You get,
and that's a very, very bad thing. That's a very bad thing. I understand that sometimes some of our teachers back then used to go to the extreme.
Very extreme, guy.
They used to go to the extreme. But the solution to that would have not been to totally eliminate the whole discipline in school.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's be honest, that time, if you get a point where you say if they won't beat you for school and you do certain thing, if you reach out, you not even dare tell your say you do that thing. That
you don't fit. You will collect another set.
You will collect another one. But now,
a
child can even lie about why he or she was disciplined, and the parents they do not want to see reasons. And it is a very, very bad and important thing that should be corrected, because that also translates to, if let's say for example now say that the discipline pikin for school, right, and the pikin go house, they face that same level of discipline, or this thing not go to
correction, yes,
not good day. So that's one thing that should be corrected. And if what was it called? This whole thing about, I said something in the beginning about responsibility.
Yes.
Back then, you as a child, say you have responsibility in the sense of your academics, your chores in the house, all those things you need to do them.
Mm-hmm.
But now they don't change that responsibility to different things. You see, people go the take care of bills in the house. I'm not saying that is a bad thing, but
a bad thing, guy. A very, very bad thing, guy. Especially when the way the child gets the money is not being questioned.
Yes.
Right. Yes, it's okay if a young adult or a teenager, not really an adult in this case, but a teenager supports a late teenager supports the house in terms of money. Maybe they want cook soup, you draw small money, or they want sub go TV. You get it not bad if that child has a job. If you feel as the beginning say where this money from come, the beginning go lie, go tell you now where the money from come. You get, but these days we dey say okay, no, it's normal for a child to just bring money in the house and the parents are okay. As long as say they help lighten the burden, they don't want to ask. That's the problem. They don't want to. It's better I don't know. Let's not talk about it. But I think that in its ways is causing a lot of damage to these young adults or these kids. You talked about being responsible. Talked about how the agents of socialization we have the family, we have school, we have peer groups,
yeah.
There's church in that thing too.
Church,
yes,
church,
but the nuclear family or the family is the first agent of socialization.
Yes.
Meaning say now for house they go first step, you can say no go cost for outside.
Charity begins at home.
So now from inside house they go first tell you say if you go outside, don't go and misbehave. Or if you go outside, if you see your elders, greet the elder. Mingosa, Kedesa, Ekarosa, Daba, greeting.
That's a
Garana one thing. Guy, these days, this not even cap safe. Kids know they greet again. They know they greet. Then it just be like they looking for eye as they pass. They looking for eye. Why are you looking at me?
Why are you looking at? What do you want? You can't greet.
You can't greet. Seriously, and okay, should we now say it's the parents? Truth be told, if Pikin misbehave for that time, Pikin misbehave for us at the same time, mama or papa no raise and where if they not train away for house, now why they misbehave, or did they not teach you how to greet at home?
Yes.
But now, is it wokeness? Because why Pikin go walk up past, you go see adults, you go just dance past, you go just throw past, you go just play, you go just jump for your lap, they play when he never greets the house.
And that thing, we ourselves will see the contribute to in a way, because especially young adults. I know me myself personally, I will say, I don't need your greeting. Right? And technically we do not really need the greeting, but it is also a way of upbringing. It's a part of
it's upbringing. A cultural thing.
It's a cultural thing
to greet your elders.
You get.
I think one thing when we problem that time, we'll not be young adults again, guy. We know. But when I was younger, when small Pikin go greet me mingo, I go feel somehow. I go like, they greet me mingo. Pikin go greet you mingo, so you say, hey, how are you?
Hey, how are you? Hey, have fun now.
Hey, have fun. Small Pikin, probably because we see we preferred good morning to mingo. You get? I think that was a flaw in itself. But anyways, the difference with then and now is the fact that at least that time the Pikin go greet you good afternoon or mingo. See, if you enter inside room, you see like 4 men, 3 women. Mingo sir. I didn't tell you.
Not 40 people you see, you deliver at least 20.
You won't come to say, I degree the house, who be your mate? If I go to my grandma's place for a Kwede Shekiri, Dama, Daba, Dasa, Daba, Dama, everybody, true.
Everybody get there.
But it's not like that anymore. And like you said, some of the faults now still our own, because say when we're supposed to correct fine good, instead of us say tell the Pikin when you greet us, say can't you greet? We go just look and lock up.
So you say it's not a big greet.
It's not a big greet. But we supposed to correct them
because we were corrected.
Thank
when
you.
We're growing up.
So we get our own problem for this matter like this.
Elders time go correct us if we not greet.
But
now we're not doing the same thing to the
the
younger ones, and it's very wrong.
And we say we are smarter. We say we are. See this thing now. Before we started rolling, you were saying something that some of us while we were young, there were some things we experienced from extreme mists as per teachers, or the way they disciplined us, our parents. Maybe they don't put mark for our body, or they just did something to us that was permanent, either physically or mentally
or emotionally.
And they will go say, when I born Pikin, I no go feel.
I don't my chance to go through that.
Yes. But it's a good thing. But if you look at it carefully, it's now seeming like we are creating more damage than good.
Yes.
Because tell me why person go dey fear to discipline your Pikin when your Pikin they misbehave.
Because I don't see somebody, a young mom that went to a school to fight. because the child was not even flogged though. I think the child was shouted at or something. Be punished. Now she goes to go fight without even knowing. That child is too young, first of all, to even explain why the teacher actually beat them. But you went there and went to cause problems. I'm not saying fighting or standing up for your child is a wrong thing, no, but you should be able to know when and when not to. And that's where a lot of people, they fail to draw the line, because just because say you get this thing is sounding, is going to sound kind of sensitive, but trauma does not justify wrongdoing. That's going to be a controversial statement, but it does not justify. I know all of us everybody go through one or two things for school, right? And I would not also want my child or my kids to go through that same thing, but at the same time, you cannot now say may they all leave them, they say like,
yeah,
because that's even going to be a worse problem,
yes,
than actually getting discipline. So it's best to just find a balance, basically.
See, you talk something, you say how did you put it, this sense of responsibility. Now, because of that nonchalant attitude, when we say younger parents give their kids, that's now why we did see many kids, they go social media today, they go do anything when they like to do.
Thank you.
There's no sense of responsibility as per se. I get person when I'm supposed to be fear for hours when we see this thing. This is not even a matter of having fake accounts and uploading what you like. No, their actual social media accounts have some kind of statements. Now everything accrues. Now you see the babes and they dance, they go write something for up, or the guys they dance, they go write something for up. When we say they contradict the kind of thing where they teach you as a child, this is not even being religious. This is just on a moral standpoint. You get, you go to ask yourself, this speaking no gay family member, you go to swipe because just by mistake see their.
And you know the funny thing, even some adults they not look, no, some adults not even post some certain things. Person with age 30, 35 years.
Guy, bro, you
even for my WhatsApp, they post on your WhatsApp.
So they say I not care. He gets it, I know if he posts.
Yes.
My other brother is on my WhatsApp. My sister-in-law is on my WhatsApp. My sisters are on my WhatsApp. My bro,
not be say if you post and they go come.
My auntie them on WhatsApp. They don't go beat me, but there's this sense of
sense of responsibility,
of discipline. That I no go feel. See, to tell you how what's word that we use. I even want to post something now. In all honesty, you get people when I go mute. Yeah. This shit, they didn't mute anybody.
They're not meeting anybody.
So you go out, you wanna ask yourself, who was at fault? Was it their parents? Again, if you ask me, there's the role of the parents, because yes, we cannot say that, we cannot rule them out, because they are the first agents of socialization or to teach the child, right? But there are other factors still, because while you are doing your best in the house, your child goes to school.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, your child spends more hours
in school.
outside in school
or outside
than they do inside the house. Early morning now, you don't wake up doing a morning devotion. If you do that, you don't reach school. They go spend hours like
so maybe two or four self.
They go do lesson. They go come back to us. There's no time for the parent to want to. This little time when you get, might be the only time when you get.
Yeah.
And then I don't think on that now, because how do you even? Why are you not stopping teachers from disciplining your child when we see that they see your picking in action?
You get, that's the thing, no.
Now they spend more time with your kids.
Action. It's very, 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 very valid.
Your child leaves the house and they have freedom. When they come as mommy and daddy, hey, go and sit down, hey, go and read your book.
It's easier for them to behave themselves for that
smaller. Yes, but when they're outside with how many hours? With other kids too.
With other kids. So,
when you know that every person in that class is coming from a different home bringing, and then you don't want the teacher to do their job to correct. Okay, now they will say what's that place in the Bible? Spare the rod and spoil the child. Some people will say, some children, some people will say it's better to talk to a child than to use the rod to flog them. I don't believe that thing. Yes,
to
some extent, but it depends on the child. You can raise two kids in the same house, and the two of them not get the same character.
Yes.
They sit down, two of them, they tell them the same thing, but they hear them differently.
Those two kids do not even have the same impression of their parents.
Thank you.
That's just the truth.
Thank you,
Those two kids, they see you differently, even if they grow up together. Just how it is.
guy.
So this whole gentle, that thing where you're talking about gentle parenting,
Mhm.
right? You have to talk, how, like, give your kids a safe space to have conversation.
Junior, don't do that.
I understand that is right, but not in, like, mostly if the pikin needs to collect, make it collect.
No, collect.
Make it collect.
Collect.
When you not collect, then you can talk to the child, right? But it all depends on finding a balance. That's just the
Pikin when you not collect, I want to defend his own brothers and sisters from external forces. No, that the truth with that. Guy, they tell you. See, when I grow up, like, everybody get different upbringing. Your own different from my own. When I grow up, I mean, be last born. First get that one face, come over the. But the last one, I be last born, so it means say I know they feel they fight one person for the house. If I fight one person, I dey fight with everybody. Bro, I feel don't misbehave with my my immediate elder sister. We don't quarrel. I feel say no end. Midnight reach. Emmanuel, I just say you or my mom you go collect. So, and see this thing now. They say there are different ways to discipline a child or to correct a child. Not be every time flogging. See the when they go look you like this with one eye like this.
Yes.
Go cold. They start to see
the only reason, let's be honest, the only reason why that look they correct children that time, and because say that pikin no collect,
don't collect before. So as you look at this, you might say, "Oh,
there is a collection coming." But now when we say the busy pikin, you look at, he doesn't know what that look means. There is no consequence to disobeying that look.
Yes,
you get. So everything still boils down to this thing.
I remember one time we say, as small, you see the way this thing did in my head now. I remember how small I was. I was probably in primary, like down primary school. But this is stick to my head. Make you know how this thing get impact. We had a visitor in the house, and normally that time, even till now, they will give pikin Coke, carbonated drinks, Fanta, all of these things. But they will give adults malts. Now malts they give to adults.
Adults are malts.
So I think they come say me go buy malts for this brother that time. As I reach there now, even me never realize what they do. I can't give the brother the malts. The brother they drink the malts. I just they look at So my mom now, she they give me they give me. I know the codes like, come on leave that place, like they beg that kind of thing. I know the code, bro. After the brother go, I collect.
Sure you they do that with that person.
The brother will give me a good drink.
No problem, enjoy.
As the guy come on, more your long throats. Jesus Christ. It's not cute. It's not cute that they are offering a visitor food and your child is
circling around.
No boundary. So I beg. They will say we they talk like old people, but if you check him now small now how did they call him? Small pin. I don't know if I forget the analogy. The analogy one I always that they forget about small thing that they create bigger. What do you tolerate now? Go turn to that thing later. If you're not correct and none a problem tomorrow. Did you get?
That's why a lot of crimes have been they have become the norm in society today. I'm not going to name names or call calls, but there are a lot of things that are happening today in society where nobody really sees them as bad anymore. It's just normal.
Yeah.
You get, and these things they start one day. They start when it became the 18 years. It's not that now when it became turn adult, you can't start to make those wrong decisions.
No.
That child has had the tendency for that ever since. So basically, morals should be upheld. Not not traumatize your pikin. That's not go traumatize your pikin. Not go beat your pikin anyhow.
Give a scar or anything.
Morals should be upheld. If a child deserves discipline, the child should be disciplined. If not, like conversations, gentle parenting, you need at that point.
Yes.
Then give it to them. But there should be a balance between both of them.
Yes.
So
do not spare the rod and spoil the child.
Yeah.
Do not do that. Do not say the way my parents say raise me too strong, so I know me my pikin see me like bad person. I saw a video where the guy was saying, as a parent, you are not your child's friend. I think he was talking to he said, as a parent, you're not your child's friend. In what sense? That early stage when you see the bond, when you see the grow, so
Yeah.
now that time you're supposed to instill discipline on them. You know, be their friend. Like,
They can be your friend later.
yes, it's not that you should be enemies, but you should
Yeah,
not,
they are parents.
yeah, they are parents.
There's a reason why there's a word parent and friend. Especially at that young age. Those two words are not the same.
They're not the same thing. A friend can be outside and do the same atrocities or whatever it is they are doing with your child, but you as a parent, they no go try and for inside this house. And if you hear say they do one for outside, you go call them come. If not the pikin wey not big pass when you know if you beat again, you go talk to her. But like you said, the reason why those eye movements they significant now because say you don't first collect.
Yeah.
So your brain they load say, if I do this thing for social media, if I do this thing for outside, you get people they represent for house.
Yeah.
You get, so no be about wokeness, no be about my friend was saying the other day, Jalen was saying, so all these things now, why would they see him for this age? And I don't want to call a particular age group, but why would they see him this period now? Because these misbehaviors are considered as style, as wokeness, as if you know they talk like this, if you know they nonchalant like this,
Yeah.
you don't know what's up.
Yeah,
You
old
dey get
school.
our time. If the what's up now, say you dey fly your shirts or you dey put ice for your
Stand your collar.
the stand your collar, or you dey do your waist. Or when they say you wear white belt, come school, they wear black belts.
Me when they say one, they wear All-Star go school. They wear All-Star every day. They go school.
Now that one they go see them. But now it's the rates at which kids or young people are nonchalant. It's bad, and
It is what it is. It is not what it is. It is not what it is.
it is not what it is. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. And this is just a call to those of us when we say never be parents, or those of us when still get small children with visiting mode. Now to tell us at least may we try they see they impute some level of deliberate molding
Yes.
on these kids. We not leave on to social media. We not leave on. That's the wrongest place to even leave your kids.
Social media
learn
is
anything
even dangerous on adults, not to talk of a child.
Pikin will never get. You will never know what he wants.
You don't know what you want. Can
And
easily
they
be
buy phone
influenced.
for.
And we know, yes, there is a saying that Pikin wants to square, right? And you as a parent, you cannot really control everything that happens, but you should at least know that you did your best. You understand?
You
Know
better-
that you did your best.
You better say you go to say, I do this thing. Like I did my best.
Yes.
I know say I teach you this thing. Now you now decide
you
not to
decide
follow
to
on.
Yes.
Than to say, I think you have a better conscience than to say than to have the regret of I wish say I teach this speaking.
Yeah. If you have any takes or any more opinions to add, you can drop it in the comment section, and let's have a discussion.